I clearly wasn't prepared for how hard Gravel Nationals was going to be. At a new venue in Dalby Forest, this course was the toughest ever used for Nationals, causing me and many other riders to DNF. Was it the fast descents or the long, draggy climbs that made this so tough? And yet again, I had another camera issue that caused me to stop mid-race and lose precious time. Let's get into race day. Had a course recce with Andy yesterday. Once we found the way to the start, because there was a bit of diversion because the time trial was going on. We did find it. So we're out. We're trying to pre-ride the course for tomorrow. And we lost. Because I didn't download the flipping route. Need to do that tonight. Andy ain't got the route. These guys in front have got the route. But there's a diversion because the TT's on. So we can't get on the start. We can't find it. Everyone sends us round in circles. We think we're on the track. But we ain't really got a clue. So we're going to see if we actually get to ride any of the course.
We went down there.
But the gravel is nice.
You go straight across at the end. Where I met you guys, you go straight across.
Yeah.
And then left at the next track.
That's wrong.
Yeah, so go straight across, left at when you get the next one.
Go on then.
And then we're there.
I'm happy.
We're on it then.
Well, I ain't got no better ideas.
I ain't got no lights.
I hope we don't need lights. We are in trouble if we need lights, aren't we? But we will see. See if we can find anything. Then I've got to put some numbers on my bike. Jeez, I don't even know where I'm going to put them. Who knows? Because there's never no room, is there, with all the camera gear? But never mind, they don't account for that. We'll see. It's pretty much 4 ups and downs per lap, 4 laps. We reckon they build it as like 6,000 foot of climbing, but it's going to be 8 because we did 1 lap was like 1,900 foot. So it's going to be nearly 8,000 feet worth of climbing. Expecting it to take well over 4 hours for me, probably 4:30. I'm hoping, fingers crossed for 4:30. It's about 68 miles, 113k. Time to get everything sorted, get the bike sorted, get the cameras on, get the tyres pumped up. Had a pretty good night's sleep, slept in the van. It's all pretty cushy in there. As you can see, it's a little bit of a mess, but duvet kept me warm. Obviously I had the tailgate shut at night, but yeah, slept pretty well. We got the awning up, so we've got plenty of room. So things are going well. Haven't had the best week work-wise, not felt the best, but just see what I could do. As usual, I'm here for a good time, not the fastest time. Just try and improve each time and do my best. Always put the batteries in on the morning of the event so they're nice and fresh. Mount them into the media mod and then sync the time code and clip them onto the bike ready to go. So I tightened the cameras on well. I tested this setup at last weekend's cyclocross race with no problems at all. Unfortunately, this weekend, it didn't quite work out, as you will see. Loaded my bottles up with super carbs, 80 grams worth of carbs in each of these sachets. Topping them up with water, each water bottle holding 610 millilitres. Could have done with a bit more, would like to get some bigger bottles, and then adding an additional 1,000 milligrams of salt just to stop any cramping. The carb mix has 320 milligrams in, so it's 1,300 milligrams per bottle. Good shake up, make sure it's well mixed, and then slide them onto the bike. We are ready to race with those. All hydration done, bit of air in the tyres. I decided to run 23 on the front and 25 on the rear. Was pretty happy with that during the race. It seemed to work really well for me. That's the Bosch electronic pump that I use. I'll put a link in the description for Amazon. I've got some tape if you want to wrap tape around your bottles and put numbers on. I did think to do that.
Name around them, which would be the same, wouldn't it?
Well, no, because no bugger knows what your name is.
You know, so people aren't going to nick your number if they ain't going to take My bottles are different. Mine are Pedal Revolution.
If I'm thirsty and my bottle's not there, I'm taking someone else's. That's how I see it. I think people will do that. I wouldn't do that. But I think there will be people that will do that. And also, I think people are going to dive in, wipe out 3-4 bottles in their rush. They're on the floor now. Andy's crawling around on his hands and knees looking for his bottles. Let me jump in here and just say I was wrong about the bottle drop. It was well organised, plenty of tables, all spread out, no one knocking bottles anywhere. It was really the best choice. Me, on the other hand, I've got 2 litres of water on there, I'm good. Yeah, I chose the hydration pack, which leaked from the very start of the race, causing me to have a wet leg, soaking wet right foot by the end of the first lap. I won't be making that choice again. I'll be using the bottle drop, that's for sure. Anyway, bike's all set up, ready to go. Standard, we got 45mm Specialised Pathfinders on a Giant, but whatever. They seem to be running all right yesterday. Someone reckoned they were a bit slick, but he was worried about the descents. But you don't really gain any grip putting more knobbly tyres on a descent, so I didn't see what he was on about. Yeah, it's all ready to go. Usual 2x Di2, all charged up. Hopefully this Di2's all right, unlike my CX that died in last week's race. If you haven't seen that video, you can check that out in the link. Yeah. Cameras set up, 2 cameras, running front rear. Top 2 with my battery pack in. So hopefully I'll get most of the video on. We'll see. So pretty well set up. Little bit more nutrition. I'll get another bar in. I'm drinking some hydration. What time are we? We are 20 past 8. So yeah, good. I'm going to have a little roll now and just get any niggles out. So they're starting to go into the pens. I'm not that keen. But the keen boys who want to be at the front are getting in. I might have another quick wee. Get the priorities done. Here comes Mark. I'm going to say hello to Mark. Good luck, Mark.
Alright, you're not getting in your pen.
There's no rush for me to get to the front, is there?
Not your skills.
Exactly. What's the point? I've had a little pedal around. I don't feel too bad. Legs don't feel dead, which is good. So we will see. I ain't done any real efforts, but I'll just warm up on the course as I go. Time I go find out and try and get in a pen, I guess. Still got 20 minutes or so before my start, so not too desperate, but yeah, make me way to the pens, I think, now. And we're off. And you, mate, good luck. So we're off, ready to start the race. We're just navigating ourselves through the grass section, round the corner. Oh, we're nearly going.
False start.
Yeah, got carried away there, didn't we? False start. We actually aren't going. We're moving round to queue up, ready to go. So we got a little bit excited, but we are now finally off, and it is go for the race. Now, having previously gone off, firstly at the Gralloch, way too slow. Secondly at Dalby Grip, way too fast. I'd positioned myself towards the back of my start pen just to give myself a little bit of time to work into it. I really didn't want to be hammering it from the start. I knew this was going to be a long effort, well over 4 hours, 68 kilometres, 4 laps, over 1900 feet of climbing per lap. So I didn't want to burn everything straight away, and you can see me just pacing my way up. Different in the Dalby video. If you check that one out, you'll see how I was literally pushing the front, making sure I was there for the first 15 minutes, just knackering myself out. Here, I'm much more mellow start. Yes, I'm going at the same pace as you can see. I'm keeping with people. The odd person coming by me, but nothing major. I'm not being swamped by those behind. And I'm just checking my speed, making sure I've got room around me. Now, you can tell how nice the gravel is. It's very smooth gravel on this first section, which is a slight downhill, but generally flat. So we go downhill, straight up again, so up through the gears, but it's very smooth, very easy to go. As you saw from my tyres, 45mm tyres on here, a fairly fast running tyre, nothing with too much grip. The weather was good. It was a little bit chilly. You can see I've got my arm warmers on. It was only about 10-12 degrees when we started, and I didn't want to get too cold
because I knew we had plenty descending to come. So I am being passed, other riders coming back past me here, but I was happy. I felt in a good place, I felt I'd started well, and I thought this is good for a fairly long day on the bike. And I held my powder. Now I got onto this rider's wheel here and I thought, yep, this is right, I'm going to follow this rider. But then he just held off and there was quite a big group ahead, as you could see, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to go past him, catch on to the group. Now I have sped the video up in certain places. I want to show most of the lap so you see the whole terrain, but I have sped up some little sections because otherwise we're going to be here for a long while, well over an hour. We don't want that. So as you can tell, we're going downhill now quite fast. I'm quite relaxed on the bike, a little bit of cushion in my arms, but I am still sitting down. That was a little bit of a mistake because it did cause me to get a little bit of bruise, a little bit of sore on my backside. You can hear me calling on the left. Yes, we're on the same lap. I can't really call, but I am going quicker, so I want to let the rider know so I can safely pass. There's not much width. We're doing a good 30 mile an hour plus down this hill, and I don't want anyone to turn in. The descents did look a bit shaky when we rode them the day before. Definitely a little bit sketchy, and you can see left-hand bend here. I do ease off a little bit, maybe more than I need. It's quite a sweeping bend, and straight up into the climb. I got onto the rider's wheel in front and just decided, right, I'll just go by, plenty of room. Saw this couple of riders, thought I'll jump onto them, let them pull me by a little bit. As you can see, I am breathing a bit, we are starting to climb, and this is literally the course. A descent and then a climb. As we come to the top of the climb, there's a small flat section you can see here, and when I say small, I do mean small. Look, we're over one of the fire tracks there, over one of the tarmac fire tracks, and no sooner are we doing another right turn and we're starting to descend. Yes, it's only gradual here at the top of the second descent, but it soon gets much steeper. Quite single track there. Yes, there's two single tracks, but there's not a lot of room. You've got to hold your line. You don't want to be in the middle, and we're still on this second descent. You saw the caution sign there on the left, and we come round quite a fast bend, up a slight incline, and then down more of a descent. So we're still on this second descent, and it is quite sketchy. I am keeping my wits about me. I'm keeping my eye on this rider in front. Gave him a bit of room. I could have swept round, but to be fair, I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to stay behind him. You can see we're climbing straight away. Rider in front's out of the saddle, pushing high gear. Here I'm being overtaken. There's Nick Craig in second place. That is the 55 to 59 Masters. So they are the class behind, and they started 4 minutes down on me. We're on the second climb, and they are already coming past me.
Well, mate.
I'll get the breath there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Nick's leading them out.
There's me mate Andy.
Mate, you doing well?
He's doing well. He's already caught me from the group behind. No idea what Andy's doing there.
Andy. But you did that at the right time, because I got that.
Just letting Andy know, got that on camera. He's being chased by another group of 55 to 59s. So plenty of those coming past me now. Now here's where my troubles start. You can see my front camera that's pointing towards me is dropping down. I've got a problem with my mount. It's already come loose. That's how rough the ground was. I had properly cranked that up. It survived the cross race like that last week. Here come the juniors. Someone thought it would be a bright idea to start the juniors at the back. Now, whoever thought that was a good idea, I have no clue. Guys, start those guys at the front. These juniors are rapid. Here's some more juniors. People are jumping onto them, but I'm just doing my own race at my pace. It looks like I'm quite on my own, but I was constantly with other riders, just yo-yoing, overtaking them, they'd overtake me. Now this third descent, you can see how bumpy this is. Proper sketchy descent. I am really keeping my eyes about me here, and as we come to the bottom, you can see one of them juniors has had a down. I'll give him a little shout, are you alright? But that looked a bit nasty.
Oh, looked nasty one for the lad. Hopefully he's alright. He was up whilst we got him up, out of the way, but yeah, nasty one for him. Probably a bit of a shocker. Steepest climb, that bit. That is a steep one. So It's a bit nasty. Steepest descent, not climb. Steep one. Poor old boy.
Going up the third climb, I'm being caught by some riders behind at a bit of an awkward moment. They're overtaken on the right, but I've caught the rider in front of me. I need to squeeze by. So I just squeezed by through the middle. I did give a little talk there. I just squeezed by through the middle, guys. Thank you. Sort of let me through. Nobody seemed to have an issue with it. I did give plenty of room, quite safe, so it's not as tight as it looks on the camera. We're still chasing on. You can see the rider in front here on the left. I just kept yo-yoing with him all the time. He'd overtake me on the descents, I'd overtake him on the uphills, just the way it was going. Now, we've done all the descents and all the climbs there, so literally we're on the last section now, which is fairly flat. But as you can see, one little muddy bit, and I am on quite slick tyres, but it wasn't too bad. It was actually quite good riding on the centre bit here. It was a bit smoother, but you can hear my camera vibrating. Sorry about that, guys, but that is the noise of the camera vibrating as the mount is coming a little bit loose. Towards the end of the lap, we turn onto the tarmac section as we head through the start-finish gantry. We just pair off on a little section of off-road. These timer mats, they're just there to pick up our timings so that you can see the lap timings that we're doing. Very good route, it must be said. Really nice. You can hear my Garmin there saying I've done the route because it was a single lap route, but we are starting for lap 2 and we're off. Another lap on the cards. There's the route coming round. I've gone a little bit wide there. I haven't really got that angle quite right at all there. As you can see, I ran out far too far. And I've come up past the feed station. Now, I made a mistake because I took a hydration pack. There was plenty of room for bottles. I really should have done bottles. Just stopping, grabbing a quick bottle would have been much better than carrying that extra 2 kilos from the start. So that is definitely a lesson learned. I won't be doing that again. I will be using bottles and taking them from the feed stations at future races. I find drinking from a bottle a lot better because I can see how much I've drunk. My hydration pack was dripping all the time. My whole leg was wet and my whole right foot was wet by the end of lap 1.
Thank you.
There's the rider I was tailing at the start of the first lap. You saw me move past him to get onto the group. That was that rider.
Please stop.
Here I need a quick wee stop. I just can't go any further. So I've had a quick wee stop, but I'm investigating the issue with my camera now, trying to work out how I can tighten it up because it is rattling, it's coming loose. I don't want it to fall off. I've lost a bolt out of one of the mounts already. It's vibrated loose. That had lock thread on. You can hear me thinking, what am I going to do? How can I adjust it?
Itself. Eventually it's going to come off. I reckon. I don't know. We'll see. I just keep going. I can't do nothing to fix it.
I just decide I've got to carry on and push on the best I can. There's nothing I can do. I don't have an Allen key small enough. I didn't bring the grips to tighten the actual GoPro things. You can hear me, I'm moaning a bit here. It's not good. And there goes one of the cameras. The bracket actually snapped through an aluminium extension. Just snapped. Luckily I caught it going down the first descent.
2.5 laps in. I'm cooked. I am absolutely cooked. I can't literally know. Like the last climb, second climb, third lap, just pedaling squares. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I've had 2 mechanicals with the cameras. That's why you ain't seen no footage since the end of the first lap, because one snapped off. Luckily I caught it. The other one was so loose I had to take it off. So that cost me sort of 10 minutes, maybe a bit more. I had to have a wee stop at the same time. I chased hard then on the second lap. That was at the beginning of the second lap. I chased hard, a bit too hard, catch back up to the guys I sort of was around. So to chase on and take 10 minutes back, can imagine, it took a bit of an effort. I think it was a bit silly to try and do it too quick. Just bring Just bring you around to the other side. I'm trying not to get the sun on the camera. So, too hard. My bum is so sore. Just from bouncing, literally the right hand side, inside of my sit bone. Man, I'm gonna have to get a little suspension seat post, because it's just too hard on my bum. I don't have no cushioning really. I just struggle with that. So that's not great. I just asked a couple of MTB riders, which way back, guys? I can't. I mean, I could get back on that lap, do the other 2 climbs, yes, but I'm cooked. I don't know. I'm a bit gutted. I don't take scratching lightly. That ain't good. I paid to enter, but I knew my sleep has been so bad this week. Probably lucky if I've had 5 hours a night. Worked super hard. Train strikes in London. I've been in London Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. Tuesday I walked 11.5 miles. The other 2 days, well in excess of 6. Long days, 6 o'clock train in the morning. Getting back 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. Try to then get the gear ready for this, get the van all packed up. It just took its toll. Didn't get the best sleep last night. I think my sleep score was like 67 for last night. I didn't feel I slept too bad, but I did wake up a couple of times. Nothing really. Just I think the whole week, you think about the race a little bit. So I never expect to sleep super duper the day before, but I think because I haven't, I don't know whether the cross was, I found it quite hard last week, so it did take a lot out of my legs. I couldn't complete Tuesday's session properly. Did an easy ride. Didn't even do a ride on Thursday. I just didn't see the benefit.
Okay.
But yeah, totally cooked. So back to the start. And quick bite, wash, shower, see the other guys finish, I think. That'll be, and then a bit of a debrief for you guys. But gutted to scratch. Great course. Friggin' loads of climbing. But we'll go into that. Let me get back and we'll go into that.
When I got back to the finish area, I really didn't feel like doing a piece to camera. I was pretty gutted, disappointed, just flat after the whole race. I washed my bike off, had a shower, got cleaned up, and then I was going to stay for the Sunday and watch the pros, but I just felt pretty down, to be fair, and I just decided I'll pack down and drive home, which is what I did. I think it was the best decision. Get home to your own bed, felt a little bit better, had a chat with Ben on the phone, didn't feel quite so bad about the whole thing, but I did really just feel disappointed. I wanted to do better than I'd done at other gravel races. My training has been good over the last few weeks and months. I felt like I could do better, but I was just so tired from the week's work leading up into it. And for me, this is a big problem. I so enjoy my cycling, enjoy the racing, enjoy everything. And sometimes I really feel work just gets in the way. But I need the money to do the sport. So it's that catch-22. But it is definitely something over the next few months I'm going to be evaluating, because I'm happiest when I'm doing what I enjoy. Money's not everything. I'd rather be enjoying myself. Maybe it's time for a work change. Maybe there's something I can change up with the job I'm currently doing. Who knows? But it's definitely something I'm going to think about. I felt pretty dejected. There was a lot of people who DNF'd and found it really hard. My mate Andy had a great race, and well done to Andy. He did have a really good race. I think he was 12th overall, which after doing Wales the week before was really good. Ian was probably not so happy with his performance as well, a little bit down where he was. Sean did really well to complete the race. Yes, he was slower than some of the others, but he did complete it, and well done for that. Well done to anybody who completed that course. It was extremely tough. For me, I think the DNF was the right thing. I'm hoping going into the next cross race this Saturday, I'll be in better shape. It's been another tough week at work, I have to say. It is pretty busy at the moment, but the end of the week, it will ease off. My sleep's been pretty good.
I've been watching what I'm doing a bit more. I hope to be ready for the next race. I do hope you've enjoyed seeing the course. Maybe hearing it different to how the pros do it. I like to bring a bit of reality to my videos. You know, we're all average riders. We all have work that gets in the way. We all have family life. Hopefully me sharing it helps you feel you're not alone in the same thing. We're all struggling to do our best against other things. Busy lives these days, maybe too busy. But if you have enjoyed the video, do me a favour, do hit the like button, it really helps the channel. Hit that subscribe, it is free to do so. There's still 80% of you watching my videos and hopefully enjoying them, but you're not subscribed to the channel. Again, it really helps me out. I want to bring more videos to you. That does require a bit more equipment. I'm not made of money. Anything that helps, support the channel, will help me be able to bring more videos.